It's party time.
Well, welcome back to actually episode 2 for real this time. We wrote episode 2 last time. It was not episode 2, it was episode 1. So let's start with world news. The Rizzler was on Jimmy Fallon last night.
What did he do? Like, what was his performance piece?
I don't think they weren't performing anything. They were just interviewing the Rizzler and the Rizzler extended universe. You know what I mean?
It's almost as if there's something on my face.
It's
I digress.
almost as if a phantom whisper above my top lip. Yeah. So random people can become celebrities, which I kind of love. We're kind of back to Ellen days.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Minus
because if Ellen was still around, I feel like Rizzler and Extended Cinematic Universe would definitely be on Ellen.
Oh, she would have gobbled them up.
Yeah,
She would have gobbled them up. She was really big on like bringing the internet people on and having them do their thing.
but like I remember, like, okay, if you watched Ellen, like they brought in random people. You could literally just sing online. And
Alex
like,
from Target.
yeah,
That was always the most bizarre one to me. It was literally just some guy who worked at Target. Some girl thought he was
like,
cute, took a picture of him,
conventionally attractive,
and posted
yeah.
on Twitter, and then he got his claim to internet fame and made a lot of money.
Isn't that nuts? I mean, I
No, it
guess
is.
people do that now with TikToks, but I feel like people's attention span is a little bit shorter than it was with Ellen.
Yeah, with Ellen, because she would have like full segments. Like sometimes 10, 15-minute segments.
Do you remember the two girls who sang that Nicki Minaj song?
Yep, Sophia, Grace, and Rosie.
She has a
Iconic.
kid now. Isn't that crazy?
Sophia Grace.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild to me. Because she was still making music up until like I think a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. I don't know. I feel like we're going back to the 2010s, which I kind of like. But
Like,
I want to see Rizzler on TV. He was at a baseball game too recently, actually. He was like on camera at a baseball game, which I think is really amazing.
but do you think Ellen DeGeneres would have gobbled up? I don't know her actual name, but Tua.
Oh,
Do you think
my God.
do you think Ellen DeGeneres would have had her on the show?
Is she still making that podcast?
She's still mega viral.
Is she our number one competition?
I think so.
Would Hawk Tuah Girl come on our podcast?
Would she wear a mustache?
I'd hope so.
I don't know.
It's not like we're wearing one.
No. But
Or
today
anything
it's
like
a very
that.
special episode because it's the Halloween edition of the PP Pod.
Yeah, it's the spooky.
Happy Halloweenie.
Yeah, it's the spooky pod today.
You know what was the spookiest thing that I think ever happened?
Mhm.
The killer clown epidemic of 2016. Do you remember that?
That was insane.
That literally was insane. For anybody that doesn't know, the killer clown epidemic it happened in like 2016. I think it started in the States, and that was in Canada, Australia, and there was clowns.
Yeah,
People would dress up as clowns, and they'd be in the forest, they'd be in the public, in the streets, and they would just like run and scare
they would
people.
just chase people around. They would do crazy stuff. Actually, in 2016, I was a freshman in high school, and we almost had like a lockdown because there was going to be a threat that a bunch of clowns were going to come to the school. I'm fully serious too.
That's insane. Did they take it really seriously?
Yeah, because like it was like, oh, is this a terror threat? Are people gonna break into the school? Blah blah. Nothing ended up happening, but another school it did happen. Like people just
No
like
way.
it was, but I think it was just other high school students, so it wasn't like
Oh, okay. But I don't really understand how something like that starts because I was thinking about it
mass psychosis.
and mass psychosis, mass hysteria. Because I was looking online, right? And there were some arguments that it's like, oh, people thought it was like a PR marketing scheme for it because I think it started doing promo in 2016.
Yeah,
Because I think it released either in 2016 or 2017. So that was the theory. There were people saying that it was a way to try and see how the public would respond to mass hysteria. But what I think really happened, and it's the most basic and generic answer, probably a YouTube prankster or somebody just started it. And then, people get
the
inspired.
ball kept rolling.
It's just like, it's like the copycat criminals.
But I remember like the videos were actually freaky. Like I remember there was this one specific video I watched. It's still etched into my head where like somebody was driving like on like a rural road. Well, it was like corn on both sides of the road. Like the corn was growing.
Yeah.
And somebody just starts chasing their car. And obviously like most of these videos were probably staged, for like likes and clicks and whatever. But like I was like, yo, this is a problem.
No,
there are
but
clowns running around the city terrorizing people.
we never had any like incidents at my school, or like I don't even know if there's any clown sightings in my city, but I do know somebody who was chased by a clown. They were
Well,
almost
and
a
there you
victim to the
go.
killer clown epidemic.
Well, and there you go.
Because apparently, like, it was just super chill at first. Not that it was nothing about chasing people as a clown is chill, but like, like it was as chill as it could be. But then I think it started to get like violent. I think there was one death incident.
Really?
You want to know the killer clown thing was so crazy that McDonald's retired Ronald McDonald in 2016.
That was the reason?
Yeah, no, no, no. Like it was because of the killer clown epidemic.
But what was like the cultural shift between like from like clowns just as funny little, kind of like almost like mascot type thing that you'd bring to a kids party to turning into something really scary? Was it John Wayne Gacy?
Yes,
I think
that's
like I would assume that was the turning point,
because
right?
I think his like, I don't know what you call it. What is it when the killers have like names? Does it say call sign? It's not call sign though.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Something
about.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Anyways, yeah, it's Killer Clown something, isn't it?
yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that what
yeah,
his is?
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's because like he would his side hustle was dressing up as a clown
Yeah, and doing kids' birthday
in kids'
parties.
birthday
Yeah,
parties.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but then he was like a serial killer.
But I think that's probably what like started it. I don't know. I've always found clowns creepy though. I'm one of those people.
The thing is, like, I don't know. They used to be so much more prevalent. Like, I feel like if you go back to photos in like the 50s, the 40s, like they were so prevalent in like kids' birthday parties and just in media being like, I don't know, almost like a Disney princess, but like like at a party.
Yeah, true.
And then they're like, oh no, actually everyone is scared of them now. I feel like it's a pretty big fear now. Like not like a comp. Like actually, yes. I feel like most people are kind of unsettled by clowns.
Yeah, I find them very unsettling.
Joker, John Wayne Gacy, all those like B-rated, C-rated killer
It.
clown movies. It, um,
But I mean, I feel like like horror stuff, a lot of horror movies. What's a really prominent trend, especially in gaming right now, is taking children's mascots and then they turn them into like really scary like jump scare type games. There's a ton of stuff like that.
like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's, Poppy Playtime. There's a lot.
Five Nights at Freddy's was really weird. There was like a whole. I remember when I was in high school, there was like a whole fandom around it, like a whole thing. Like people would make songs and
Oh,
covers and fan art. Like for some reason, that game really blew up. I played it once and I turned it off.
it's still the culture's still big. Like
It
FNAF
is.
is
Yeah,
still
I know.
fucking huge. It's still really big.
That's crazy though.
No, I know.
I feel like the game developers probably didn't expect it to have such a, you know, reception.
No, and I think it was made entirely by one guy, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
The
crazy.
initial one, from what I recall.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Yeah, obviously now there's like a huge team. They just did the movie. Josh Hutcherson leading.
Oh my god,
Yeah, and
right,
then
I
they're
forgot about
doing.
that.
They already got. There's a sequel coming already. Huge.
That's nuts.
YouTubers had cameos in it that used to do like FNAF theories back in the day.
Well, that's kind of. Oh, I like
Oh, I like that. I
that.
like it
I
too. I
like
like it
that they
too. I
included
watched it.
them.
I really enjoyed it. I'm not
What about
really
the
big.
Minecraft movie?
Okay, so I keep seeing memes on Twitter, and people are gonna be like, people are predicting what some of the lines in the movie are gonna be, and I could so see it. Like some of them.
I just don't think it was a good idea to add real people into it. I think it should have been a fully animated movie.
No, and it's like a green screen special. Like there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it looks because I
green
saw the
screen.
trailer at the movie theater. It looks nuts. It looks nuts. Like because it just
Yeah.
looks so out of place. Because it's like, okay, yeah, the game looks really cool. Like the animated version of the game looks cool. But then then just like Jack Black and like Jason Momoa are there, and you're like, okay,
And I
what's
love Jack
happening?
Black. But
Ooh, he's hilarious.
I just don't know if Minecraft could work as a movie. I feel like it had to be animated, kind of like Minecraft story mode.
But I feel like they kind of could almost do like the Jumanji thing, where it's like you go into this world and maybe they become animated in the world.
Oh, I think
You
that could have
you
been really
know you know what I'm
good.
talking about? Like not like a
Yeah.
Space Jam, but like almost. You know where they go into it and then they become like blocky. I think that'd be funny.
I think that makes
I
more
think it would work
sense. And then
better.
also it's like them exploring the world instead of actually just being a part of it.
Do you like movies that are like based off of video games?
I do and I don't. It depends on who does the adaptation. Like we've had some
Mm,
bangers. We
yeah,
had The Last of Us.
banger.
King banger.
What did you think about the Mario movie?
Okay, so I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, there was a little bit of fan service in there that was a little bit funny. Like
Yeah,
they bring up some stuff from some really old games and like old TV adaptations that was good. Honestly, overall, I kind of liked it.
I
It
thought
was
it was
okay.
good. Like anyone could watch it and it's fun. you know?
It's a kids movie at the end of the day. I
Yeah,
think it's a family movie.
it's a
It
nice
was
movie.
good.
I like the darker ones. I know they're making a lot. Sony's making a lot right now.
Yeah,
I
there's
read for
one.
one,
Oh, did
and I saw.
you?
I read the whole script actually. Like I literally can't say a single thing where I'm gonna get shot in the back of my head tomorrow morning.
The red
Um,
laser will
no, like
appear.
Sony's gonna come after me. Um, but like the script was pretty good, and I liked how they adapted it. It was what's the name of that game? I'm gonna put it here when I remember
I
what
was
it
gonna
was.
first say Silent Hill, but it's not. It was
It's the one where you keep
I
waking up.
I know what it is because my friend was just explaining it to me the other day. But
Yeah,
anyways, I know it's a horror game.
it's a horror game.
It's a horror game.
But yeah, Sony's making a lot right now. A lot of their, I think it's because people keep seeing how well certain reboots are doing. Like for
Yeah,
example, Last of Us did so good.
but that was because they followed the source material correctly, and they also made it how I think a video game should be brought to TV. Some of the shots straight up looked like they were out of the game.
Yeah, I
Like some of the camera
know.
choices, the stylistic choices, I really, really dig.
I think people really like that type of stuff though. When it's like you can like the lighting looks like a video game and stuff like that. It
Yeah,
looks so cool. Um, okay, so
we're back.
I just discovered that Sierra doesn't know the gay little monkey at the Apple Store picture. I will also put it here somewhere. Um, which is crazy to me because I feel like you're as online as I am to some degrees. So
Yeah.
I'm shocked. It's just basically this little kid at the Apple Store, and he looks really sassy, and he's in a monkey costume, and he's going like this, and he's on it like a new iPad or something.
Okay, wait, maybe I have seen
And no,
this.
and like people are going as the gay little monkey at the Apple Store for Halloween.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Have you been seeing the Twitter trend that's going on recently
yeah.
of the what is it? It's like I hate gay Halloween, but they dress up as something like a really, really niche like internet meme
Oh my god, those are so good. I often think like because people are going as like TikTokers now. Have you seen that?
for Halloween.
Yeah, people what
Oh,
people.
that's crazy.
I saw a costume where people were going as Nara Smith and Lucky Blue Smith. I saw one
Wow.
where people went. This is a smaller one, but the Pookinator, the Pookster.
Hookster. I'm not
Yeah, it's
familiar.
his husband who's like really. They bas- they basically blew up because uh this husband always calls his wife Pookie,
Oh, okay.
and she's been pregnant for the last well, like I think she's about to give birth, but she's been pregnant for like like I think they started blowing up like when I think right as she got pregnant because he's very sweet. He's a very sweet guy. He always brings her a ton of food and like he's just very nice and like
Oh,
anyway he calls her the Pookster, which I think is hilarious. And people are going as Pookie.
that's great. Does he have an accent? He kind of
Yeah, a
gives
little bit. Yeah, 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 he
like
does.
Texas
Yeah,
energy. Yeah, I had a
yeah,
feeling. I had a
yeah.
feeling.
He has a little bit of a southern twang to him.
Southern
A nice little southern
twang.
gentleman.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't. I feel like people are sweats this year with Halloween.
Oh, they are trying to find the most niche, like internet
Did you
thing
see the
to go for
Harry
Halloween.
Potter envelope?
Someone wanted a Harry Potter envelope?
Yeah. You know, like
No.
in the movies, there's like I forgot the exact word for it, but um, Ron's mom sends it to him and it's yelling at him.
They went as that?
Someone, yes.
That's that's fire.
I was like,
That's
how do
fire.
you even think of it? And he was actually moving.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
I think
there's
my
too many
favorite
sweats.
one I saw was the Dress to Impress, like Avatar, the naked
Pose.
Avatar, and they would just do Pose
Pose.
28.
Spam post 28.
I love. Do you play Dress to
Yeah,
Impress?
of course.
I love Dress to
Of,
Impress.
of
But the
course.
girls don't get it. Here's the thing about playing Dress to Impress. If you're like, I don't know, 18 plus, like if you do something that is so fashion forward, so runway, so iconic, the girls don't get it and you rank last. They don't know what artistic
No, they don't.
expression
And
is.
also, like,
No.
like, it's really funny because Roblox has been around for a while, right? I didn't
Mm.
know this. I thought Roblox was like a semi newer thing. Like I think my sister, she's a little younger than me, and she was playing it when I was like maybe like 18 because I didn't know what it was before
You're
then.
kidding.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh
Like
no.
my thing was Pop Tropica.
Okay, Pop Tropica was bomb
Yeah, my thing
too.
was like Pop Tropica, Plants vs Zombies.
Those are
Like
good. Jetpack Joyride.
yeah, like I wasn't. I honestly wasn't on devices too much until I was like older, and then I got into video games. Um, but anyway, she put me on Roblox. But the interesting thing about Roblox is it has like an older fan base, like that people still play and like they're in their 20s now.
Yeah.
And then there's like literal 9-year-olds. So you never know in Dress to Impress if you're playing with a literal 9-year-old. But I don't care. You're getting fucking squashed.
And some of them are sweaty when with these outfits. I will say the one time I won,
And I
I
know they're spamming no stars.
I spam no stars.
Give me two.
Yeah, okay. I spam no stars. I will say the one time I won, it was Halloween and me and my friend duoed and funny enough, we did Ronald McDonald and Grimace Shake.
Was
I'll
this
see if
recently?
oh yeah. There's a
Okay,
couple I
wait.
think if I have screenshot proof, I'll insert it right here. It was fire.
I feel like you just unlocked something. You remember the Grimace Shake stuff?
Yeah, oh I sure do.
What was happening? Was that also mass psychosis?
Why is it always involving McDonald's? Killer clowns,
Wait,
Ronald McDonald conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
wait.
No, think about it, that's two times. Ronald McDonald, and okay, one of the mascots. Number two, Grimace, the Grimace Shake.
They've had a lot of stuff. I feel like they've. Well, I mean, they're McDonald's. They're a big ass corporation. I know they're doing some evil shit behind the scenes. There was a McDonald's musical. Hold on,
Pardon?
I'm getting hit with so many flashbacks about McDonald's. Yeah, there was one. I swear there was a McDonald's musical because
Like
I remember seeing posters for it when I was younger on the subway.
like fully fledged, like a full length musical
I'll
show.
literally double check.
That's
I
crazy.
swear.
I will say there are some pretty like not strange musicals nowadays, but people will take anything and make it a musical. Apparently there's a Edgar Allan Poe musical.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, which I assume I don't know if it's like about his life or about a specific like poem or thing that he wrote, but yeah, there's one of those.
Maybe I'm having psychosis.
If there's a McDonald's
No, there
musical,
is.
we're gonna have a problem.
No, no, no.
What would the
There.
plot be? I don't understand. Like the origin of McDonald's?
Maybe I guess. Like I don't know. Is it that interesting? The thing is, you can make anything interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
I like. This is like kind of on topic, but not really. I like movies that go into the backstory of characters that you wouldn't really think about. Like the first one that did that was Maleficent. That was a
Ooh,
banger,
that was a really, really good movie.
and it's just
Yeah.
pretty.
Visually?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's a really
it's
good
a
movie.
nice looking movie. And I mean Angelina Jolie with those cheekbones. It's just
Oh
like
my
come
God.
on.
I think that's what started the whole. I'm pretty sure that's what put Disney on the map for doing the remakes. Not that
Yeah,
Maleficent was a remake, but I think that's kind of what started the whole.
yeah. But I think since then they kind of lost the plot because I don't want to see a remake of the same movie over and over again. I want something different. Like Maleficent was okay. We don't know the backstory of this character.
Mhm.
They made a completely new story, intertwined it with the story we already know. Bada bing, bada boom. That's so entertaining. It's like I don't need to see like a fucking I don't know Snow White for the 80th time. Oh, actually, Snow White is coming out. I like Rachel Zegler.
Oh, I do too.
That was just a random example. That wasn't targeted. I really like Rachel Zegler.
No, we are
I would
fans.
like. I actually think we'd be really good friends. Um,
She ate in the new Hunger Games.
I was just thinking about that. I was
Yeah.
literally thinking about the song.
I think it's crazy though that they already are like before the book's even being written for the new movie. Apparently, they're gonna release the movie. If I'm not mistaken.
What? They're
Yeah.
pulling a Game of Thrones?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know
That's
if they're gonna
crazy.
release like simultaneously, but clearly they must be working very closely together. It's something like that, unless what I read on Twitter was misinformation, which if you've been on Twitter recently,
There's a lot of misinformation on
there's a lot of
Twitter.
misinformation.
You know what? I know that I would benefit from deleting Twitter, but I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to.
No, because for me, like where else would I see the I hate gay Halloween trend?
Where else would I see live updates about the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest?
Oh, that was crazy. That just took place in New York over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually from a content creator who's been doing stuff like that on YouTube for a long time. I don't know if you know.
Oh no, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he's been doing like he does crazy kind of like contest stuff. He used to do stuff in his high school where he would just like put up a bunch of posters of something or that's very on brand for his
Yeah.
content. But he was the orchestrator of the
Mhm.
Timothy lookalike
Yeah, I know they had
challenge.
to move. Like they told them to move because there were too
Ooh,
many people ended up coming. Then after they moved, Timothy Chalamet himself showed up, which I think is
that's
hilarious.
so
Coming to your own
funny.
lookalike competition is amazing.
How I wonder when he caught wind of it. Do you think him personally? Somebody reached
There's a
out to
picture.
him?
No, there's a picture. He's on set, and there's BTS photos, and it was completely accidental. And he's walking by like a lamppost or something like a, and the poster of the lookalike competition is on it.
Oh, there's and it's real, not
It's real.
Photoshop.
No, it's
Oh,
real.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So he
That's
saw it,
crazy.
and I'm pretty sure he's filming in New York. I don't know if he lives in New York, but he's been filming there recently, so he
Okay.
definitely saw the poster if you're out and about.
That's
Um,
so good. He had the opportunity to do the funniest thing
and
ever,
he
and he did
did.
it. But also, they got the creator who hosted the event got a $500 fine.
But people love hijinks. People love little events. This is what life is about.
$500 is a small price to pay for the result of that event.
I completely agree.
Like that's
To be
dime in the
honest, like
bucket.
if the guy like needed help paying, I'm sure you could literally just put a link being like, "Can someone please help me out with this?" And like one person would
He
send
should have
500
sent
bucks.
like a Venmo request to Timothy Chalamet himself.
That's really fucking
Is that a
funny.
hot take? I don't know.
No, I think that's perfect. But like people love stuff like that. We need more ridiculous stuff around the city.
Oh,
I
100%.
love ridiculous stuff. I love seeing crazy stuff. Okay, this one's a little too crazy for me, but in Toronto we have the naked bike ride.
Yeah, that's here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
I've seen
Oh, you.
on multiple occasions. Last year, no, 2 years ago, I lived on like a very major street, and I remember I was like, unfortunately, cleaning my windowsill at the time, and I'm just cleaning, I'm cleaning, and I unfocus my eyes from like the window to outside, and I
Yeah.
just see dicks and balls and
That's great. No, anybody that's in an
pubes and
apartment, like that's insane.
I was just like, it was just like you just don't expect that, you know, like because
No.
I forget every year that it happens,
Oh, Daniel.
and like I did, yeah, 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 and I didn't expect to see it like as I'm like just like in my own house because I wasn't even outside.
You thought you were gonna have like a normal weekday. You're like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm just
cleaning
like,
my
and I'm just
windows.
like,
Oh, there's some balls.
oh, what's that? Oh, okay, okay. We have a lot of stuff like that in Toronto. We have I don't know if the bike ride's for charity. I don't know because
Oh,
I
okay.
don't want to spread misinformation, but I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure. We have another one. This is I think this is during Christmas or New Year, somewhere around the holiday season. We have the naked skate. That's also
Oh, there's a
um
theme here.
it's not naked though. People are in bikinis usually and stuff like that. But I think it's to donate clothing or donate jackets. So it's all there's always something going on, you
Okay,
know.
got
But
you.
Torontonians love to get a little nude.
Yeah, well, don't you guys have the naked beach here?
Yeah, we have a naked beach.
The nude beach?
A family friend told me that every once a year, and it's always like a very odd date. I can't remember the date. You have to go onto the subway with no pants on, but you have to act completely normal. Either no pants or like basically like completely not completely nude, but like basically just in your underwear.
Okay.
And people do it in Toronto and New York, and he said he's done it once.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said it was just like it was kind of fun because like you just like you have to pretend like nothing's happening.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, I don't want to put my naked butt on the seat. We have fleas on our
That's
seats.
foul. I want to know how these events get started. Like, who sits and cooks up one day, like, yes,
Reddit,
I'm
4chan,
gonna start this thing.
Twitter.
True. But
Yeah.
Twitter, it's always on Twitter.
But the thing is, like before the internet, people were up to even crazier hijinks. People would do weird community events all the time.
This is true. Now they're just like blasted to the masses.
People would
So
roll
you can take
cheese
place.
down hills. You know? Have you never seen those
No,
videos?
I have not.
I think it might be an English thing.
Oh, okay.
They
I
like
can see that.
roll huge wheels of cheese down a hill, and then you have to run away from it.
Like, how big are these wheels?
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah?
You know, they're huge.
That is so great. That's some like Indiana Jones, like running
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
rock
yeah, yeah.
boulder type
So that's what
shit.
I'm saying. Like people throughout humanity have been just a little bored, and they've always made up just little stuff to do for fun.
You know what? It keeps it spicy.
And I think the spirit of Halloween embodies that.
I agree.
Because my friends want all of us to go as Soldier Boy.
For Halloween? Are you
Yeah,
guys doing it? What's stopping you?
nothing really.
Yeah.
I should.
No, because you guys do Soldier Boy, I'll do Pipple. All my homies will do
I
Pitbull.
want I want to do something so ridiculous for Halloween because I think here's the thing. I get it. Looking sexy on Halloween, fun, right?
Sure, good.
Cute. You look nice, especially if you're single. Like I get it. You look cute. You look hot. You got a little costume
You're
going on.
serving.
Yeah, but I think putting a bald cap on and like going as like I don't know, like
Mr. Clean.
I was gonna say Steve Harvey, but like just it's just so funny.
Okay,
Like,
wait, Steve Harvey's kind of good because then you could do the whole like, what show does he
should
host?
I go as Steve Harvey? Family Feud.
Yeah,
That's a Steve.
that's a good idea. Oh, what's wrong with
I'm stealing that from my Steve Harvey cosplay.
theft is being committed right here, right now? But like, then you could have a whole bit with Family Feud. Go up to people if you're at a party, if you're at the bar, be like, hey, give them a category and let them
Exactly.
guess. I don't know. Turn it into a game, make it fun. I love when people do like random stuff at the bar.
Oh, I love it.
Like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people will just bring a random item. They'll wear the darkest sunglasses in the darkest bar. They'll bring a funky
One
hat.
time, I was just feeling rather silly with my friends,
Mm.
and I took a clip, like a potato bag clip, potato chip bag clip, and I just brought it with me, and I pretended that it was a mic, and I'd go up to people, and I'd start asking them questions on the street, and they'd be like, "No, please don't record, no camera." Literally, not a camera in sight. There was no mic. It was literally a clip. All they had to do was look down and see that it was a clip.
That's so
That's all you had to
funny.
do. There was no cameras. Nobody was recording. We were literally just coming up and going like this, and we would say we'd say just something stupid. And some of them, and the thing is, some of the people would be like, "No, please don't record," blah blah, which was hilarious because again, we're not recording.
No.
But other people would fully engage with it, and I'm like, "There's no
Oh,
camera." I think it's because people are so conditioned now to think that someone's just gonna come up to them on the street because of like all the internet stuff.
street interviews are so popular.
Yeah,
People even do them in my city. And
yeah,
so it's like, and I feel like if you were this age, you're on TikTok. Actually, any age is on TikTok. So it's like
yeah.
you've seen street interviews. So, and
You
I feel
definitely
like
have.
people like being approached. People like being caught off guard. Dare I say, people like being spooked.
They do like being spooked. But the thing is, what I've noticed is most people are not observant. That's that, and you
No,
know
no, no,
what?
not at
I think
all.
I'm gonna do that this Halloween
You think
because
so?
I'm going on Church Street, and everyone's gonna be in costume, and maybe I'll even take this little thing with
I,
me.
I love that you're doxing yourself for Halloween. Yeah, you know what?
It's
Honestly,
okay. Toronto's a big city. Come and get me. I'm like Batman. Okay, this is my bat cave. You try me.
sometimes Toronto does feel like Gotham City.
I
Depending on the
mean,
weather, like when it's really gray outside, it's
yeah.
very Gotham City.
Oh my god, I have always wanted to go as Catwoman for Halloween.
Oh, Catwoman's cute.
But you know, there are some costumes I feel like you have to wait until you get your bag up.
Oh, because you have to do it right. You can't do like a weird bootleg.
No,
You can bootleg some
I
people.
want the Michelle Pfeiffer one too. You know the one. Yeah, I would
Oh,
want
you
that
want to do
version.
it right.
Yeah,
Okay. And I respect that.
yeah.
Until then, we'll be going as niche internet
Steve Harvey.
Halloween. Pitbull. Shoddy fire burned on the dance floor.
What's your dream Halloween costume? Like if you had unlimited funds,
Oh, I don't know if I would want to do something funny or if I would actually like want to try and slay.
like do something really good.
Do something really good. I would probably then just do like the best cosplay of my life. I don't know what I would do in
Hmm.
particular, but like that is so hard. There's so many good
I
options.
know.
What about you? It seems like you have something in mind.
Either the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman because that's just awesome, or like maybe like a really intricate one that'd be hard to do by myself. Star Trek wouldn't be hard, but like a really
No.
good Star Trek one would kind of be
Like
awesome.
face prosthetics and all.
No, just like the
Oh,
just the clothing and like the funny little wigs. I like their funny little wigs.
I do like the little
No, I
wigs.
know, I
Oh,
know, I know, no,
the
no, no, no.
sideburns.
Avatar, like the
Yeah.
blue ones.
Oh, that would be so
Yeah,
good with unlimited money.
hmm
That would be so. Oh my
that one,
god,
I do that one.
that's such a good
I think it'd be
costume.
really fun
I feel like that would be like just too good.
because if I tried to do it myself, I'd look like a Smurf.
I wouldn't even think, I wouldn't even think that's like Halloween though. I'd be like somebody's like they're shooting another movie because I feel like
Oh
if you can
yeah,
do it right,
have you seen people do it really good online? I've seen a few makeup artists and they do like the whole body.
there's some people that really get it done. I will say I love seeing like celebrities costumes every year because a lot of them
They
they got the
got
big
the
puppet De
big
Niro,
bucks.
and some of them get really into it and do crazy intricate costumes. But like with unlimited funds, anything is possible.
Like Travis Scott did Batman that one year. Those
Yeah.
hilarious pictures came out of it. That was a really good batsuit though. I'll give him that. He's not very photogenic, but the batsuit ate.
The batsuit.
Because he's just kind of like
He looked a little stiff, I
he looked a little
fear.
like something was going on here that was shouldn't have been going on.
No,
But it was such a good costume.
that was really good. But happy weenie.
Weenie.
Happy weenie.
Sorry, my mustache is falling off.
Between the nude beaches and the Halloween season, it's happy weenie. From our podcast to yours.
I have a friend every single year before it's even. I like how your mustache is falling off while you're laughing because mine falls off when I laugh too. So I just have to be really serious.
Yeah.
I have a friend
Serious.
every year. She's almost like a department store because every single year before Thanksgiving, she's already excited for Christmas. She
Really?
texted me today. Chestnuts roasting on an open like
Oh my
literally today.
God.
I was like, it is not time.
That's like on November 1st when the retail stores they open and they got Mariah Carey like
I
blasting.
went to do you I wonder how much like truthfully, I wonder how much she makes off of royalties.
Too much. The best thing I think she ever did was release that fucking song.
Because the thing is, like, she has so much other music, you know what I mean? But that one song, I know it's keeping the bills paid.
No, like that's like her like not that she ever would need anything to fall back on. God, I cannot
I
say
mean,
that.
it's her magnum opus.
Oh, but basically holiday season, she's like, guys, we eating good. Like
And I
especially
like how
good
she
this month.
plays into it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like on social media, she's always like, oh yeah, I'm defrosting, or like it's not time yet. Like I think that's so funny because
She gets cute with
I
it.
feel like a lot of people or like a lot of singers would be like, I don't know, kind of annoyed that like every year they're only remembered for like one thing or something. Not that she's only remembered for one thing, but I'm
No.
saying like it's every year for like the past like what like 25 years at this point, longer, no longer actually, maybe
Yeah.
30. And I feel like some people probably get sick of it. They'd be like, okay, this is annoying, even though it is paying the bills and whatever. But she plays into it, and I love that so much.
And
She's so goofy.
she really likes it.
Yeah.
That also comes around with me with like people hating their work.
Hmm.
I think it's kind of sad. Like don't get me wrong, I feel like not everybody's gonna be super proud of all the work they do in film, TV, music, whatever. But I'm like, I don't know.
Play into it a
Play
little.
into it, you know?
Even if you're not like the proudest of it, you just but
Have
especially
fun
with
with
those
it.
you love, like if it not that that particular song was like made her because she was already pretty famous by then, but like I don't know, she's so playful. I like her. She's such a diva, and you know what?
She is
She owns
diva.
being a diva.
And that's what I can get behind. I love a diva.
You know who else is a diva?
Me.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say our friend Ernesto over here. Where did his mustache go?
Mustache, dude.
Oh, look how they massacred my boy.
Sound off in the comments. Do you guys like Ernesto? What kind of outfit should he have? Do you think he would win and dress to impress?
Do you think he should stay for the next episode?
Do you think he needs a wig? Do you wear wigs?
Have you worn wigs?
When will you wear wigs?
Oh my god, something that I've wanted to talk about is the fact that celebrities don't get pranked anymore.
Bring it back.
What was that Ashton Kutcher show? Was it literally called Pranked? No, Punked. It was called
Punked.
Punked.
Yeah, Punked.
There we go. Literally huge celebrities were getting pranked with like the dumbest stuff all the time. And like I feel like now celebrities are like almost like untouchable. Before like in the 2000s, it was kind of interesting cuz like it wasn't like they were like accessible to the public because I feel like that's more prevalent now with like social media.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, they were like obviously on like more talk shows and more interviews and like magazines, which I think magazines were really toxic, but like they were like
They were
much more
bad.
prevalent, and especially with like getting pranked, they were just so like much more real. They did a oh my god, Ashton Kutcher did a prank on I always forget his name, Mr. Wolverine, the guy who plays Wolverine.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Hugh.
Is it Jackman?
Yes, there we go. Hugh Jackman. That his house burnt down.
Oh, that's severe. Like, I thought it was gonna be something a little bit more mild than that.
No.
House burnt down. I'm getting
They
flashbacks.
no, like they got like special like pyrotechnic people to go like around the house and set up stuff to look like his house was burning.
Oh
They got
wow.
firefighters on scene, like whatever, and then like he's like, no, this is my house, this is my house, like it's burning down, blah, blah, whatever. And then you just see him kind of just like, and he just kind of like sinks down. I'm like, that's not even a prank, that's like terrorism.
Who are these people? They own the house. This is your property? Yes. We got natural gas in the basement. We got natural gas. Check exposure 4 and exposure 1. Both of them, okay? What's your name, please?
Yes, Brett Ratner. What happened?
Sir, your name, please?
Hugh Jackman.
Apparently, there was a fire started in the barbecue area.
No, but see, with endless money, anything is possible. Imagine being able to plan a
Exactly.
prank that good.
Yeah.
I know he was giggling in his seat when he was cooking up that one.
It's so sinister though.
That's crazy.
Because in general, just
Yeah.
reality shows in the 2000s,
I miss them.
I love 2000s reality shows. I've actually been watching one on occasion. I really like these two from like I think they were like 2005, somewhere around there. One is The Girls Next Door, which is about Hugh Hefner's three girlfriends as they lived at the mansion all at the same time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shit.
The man was devious. Devious, okay? Because I watched it like part of the first season last year, and then I was watching it this year, and I was watching it a couple days ago, and I was like, these girls seem rather young, which like obviously,
Yeah.
but one of them, because they were doing an episode where they were promoting like a rum brand or something, right? And they got two of the girls to promote it, and then they're like, "Oh, Kendra can't do it; she's too young," because she wasn't even 21. Isn't that nuts?
Oh, that's
She was dating Hugh
crazy.
Hefner. Yeah, I feel like that's crazy. And the thing is, everyone was like playing it off as kind of like a, oh look, he has these hot blonde bimbos around him, even though like all of them were pretty smart and they all have like really good jobs now and like they're all successful. But like for the show, the producers played it up. But the producers in the 2000s were evil.
Oh, you could get away with so much.
You could
Too
do
much.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You could do crazy stuff. I watched. Oh my god. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll go on the free channels that like Roku has, like the
Yeah.
streaming service thing, on the TV, and I'll play whatever they have for free. They have one channel that only plays Baywatch reruns 24/7,
Oh, like 24-hour Baywatch.
literally nonstop.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I watch that, and by the way, I would love to be on Baywatch. If they ever make a remake, please put me on Baywatch, okay? All you get, literally, you film in paradise. You either film in like Los Angeles or like close to Los Angeles, or you film in Hawaii.
Oh, gorgeous.
You're running on the beach. Your hair and makeup is always done to perfection. And you do these nice little, plots, and like, the stakes are never too high. You know what I mean?
Like that. Comfortable.
Amazing.
You get to look good. You make a lot of money.
Amazing. But anyway, so sometimes I go on the Roku channel. I watch random stuff. And one time my sister and we clicked on this one channel that was playing like random reality TV reruns. And I don't know what this was, but it was a challenge because we don't know what the show was. But it was a challenge where the contestants had to go into a pig pen filled with slop and find something in the slop using their mouths only and take it to the other bin. Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
And it was like, I don't know how they didn't, like, I couldn't even go into it. It was like disgusting.
Did anybody like bow out or did they all participate?
They all did. Like, one girl was like, no, I can't do it. And I literally don't know how they did it. Because I genuinely would have like, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because
they were crazy. They were doing crazy stuff.
Because I mean, like, listen, when you sign a waiver, you can get away with a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is like ethically, do you want to do that stuff to those people? Do those people want to do it?
Who cares about ethics when you're making money?
No, but even I'm just thinking about the contestants.
Oh yeah.
Like even from their standpoint, like yeah, you sign the waiver, but still you can still say no and not.
But I think the producers would specifically cast people who they know will do this stuff or like want fame so bad that they wouldn't necessarily bow out. You know what I mean?
True, because I feel like also in the early 2000s, like at the end of the day, getting on TV was still kind of like a lucrative thing. Reality TV was almost a way for like I don't want to say real people, but like people to kind of get an entryway into TV.
Yeah,
because the industry back in the day was very who you know.
Yeah,
nepotism.
Yeah.
Still is, but it's more accessible now than it was.
Yeah, but I feel like in the 2000s they focused a lot on like um I'm gonna say a lot of gross stuff and a lot of sports stuff, like a lot of competitions where people like, for example, wipe out
Yeah.
with the big red balls. That was hilarious. I still think I could do those.
I still think give us a chance.
I think I could do it. Like I've always thought about it. I'm like, I have like the perfect technique too.
You have the strategy thought out.
Yeah.
You've sat and thought
Like
about
I'm
this.
like literally when I was watching it as a kid, I was like, I can do this.
No,
You guys are
because
so stupid.
they're all bad, and I know I could do it.
Yeah.
You just have to.
And you have like training. You be in the gymnastics gym.
I do gymnastics.
Going like
I
this.
feel like, you know what I mean. Use different equipment. So I'm like, okay, like just bounce on the balls.
Exactly. Just bounce on the balls.
Another one that I thought was crazy. Did you ever watch Fear Factor?
That one was crazy too.
That one was just really gross a lot of the time. I feel like
that one was really gross.
You'd have to eat really nasty stuff.
There was a lot of stuff with bugs too.
There's a lot of bugs, like sitting in like big glass containers with bugs and snakes and like eat this weird foul thing, and like it was
nasty.
Yeah,
it was nasty.
Fear Factor was crazy.
But I feel like now the reality shows that do well now are all like dating stuff. I don't know. Have you noticed that shift, especially like with like Netflix, like Love Is Blind, Too Hot to Handle,
90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, Love Island. Like people really like that stuff.
Yeah, I think I mean I feel like the industry's kind of moved, but
I feel like people don't really want to watch like really gross stuff anymore.
Not gross. I will say I do like I like the challenge.
I was gonna say
I love political gamers. What were we gonna say?
Political gamers?
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah, like what's that one show? Big Brother?
Oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah.
Big Brother.
I never got into it, but I always see clips and it looks crazy.
I always said when I was younger, like I wanted to apply to be on Big Brother.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you
100%.
think you do well?
Yes and no. In the challenges, like physically, I'm not built. Like I am Twig the House. However, I think I could play a mean political game.
Like
I
kind
think-
of pull the strings, mastermind.
Yeah, here's the thing though, that's really tough is like if I aligned myself with somebody and I had like my number one, I would not be able to go back on that.
Oh, like you would be able to betray?
No, not my number one. I would be able to betray everybody else. I shouldn't give away my like lure, what
Your
I'm gonna do when I'm on
strategy, yeah.
reality TV, but I feel like when you have a ride or die in like a game like Big Brother or like The Challenge or Survivor, like you have to
Stay true to your word.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that can completely throw it away.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've never thought about that because I've personally never thought about myself being on there. I've only thought about myself being on like Love Island or something like that. Because here's the thing. I think so many people don't see the benefit of like you being able to win money. Right? Like everyone's like, oh, I like him, I like blah, blah, blah. You get another person in there who's like-minded, who wants to win the money, and you team up. Because realistically, you're not going to find the love of your life on a TV show.
This is
Realistically, of
true.
course, some people have. A few couples have really made it, but like, okay, like 95% of them, you know? So I'm like, you go in there, you get a little rapport going with just somebody you get along with and you know won't fuck you over.
Yeah.
And then bada bing, bada boom, you win the fucking show.
No, I know. Another one that I thought was really, really crazy was, is it Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, the one where it's like they just
Oh
cannot
my-
control themselves, and it's like, oh my god.
But what I wonder, okay, some of it obviously is for the bit, for the TV. Like people, you know, they want to milk it for the screen, whatever.
Of course, yeah.
But I also do think that there are people that could just not control their shit in there.
But I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, are you not motivated at all by like money?
And the money pot
And, like,
was pretty
winning?
big from what I recall on Too
It's
Hot to
pretty
Handle.
big,
It's
yeah.
pretty fair.
And like, you keep losing it as people keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like people are always like, "Oh, we can be sneaky here. We can be sneaky here." They literally have cameras everywhere. It's a TV show.
there is no being sneaky.
You can't be sneaky. Like, what are you talking about?
There's cameramen everywhere. There's secret cameras, probably in the plants and shit. Like,
No, there definitely are. So I'm like, no. To be honest, I don't think I'm like physically. I don't think I could ever get on either of those shows because they always pick. I'm not kind of very similar looking people. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, they do. I feel like reality TV. There's a look.
There's a look.
There's kind of for specific shows. I feel like there are some that are better and like they're pretty broad, but a lot of them there's
It's
like
a
a
lot
specific.
of what I like to call like LA face a little bit, or like Instagram face.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if I ever did get on, I'd have a strategy, and it's, hey, you and me, team up.
Money.
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 Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you just gotta get one person. That's it.
No,
I
I
think that
know.
apparently somebody did that on Love Island UK.
Did it work out? Did they end up winning?
I was just reading this on Twitter, but yeah,
Yeah.
apparently, or like that's like the theory that like they didn't actually like they were just doing it for the money. Which again, like that's the game. You're playing the
That's the
game.
game. But I mean, I feel like some people genuinely watch it for the relationship aspect, and then there's people that watch it more for the like, oh, I wonder who's gonna win.
Hmm.
Like,
Like Love
yeah,
Island, I watch just for the drama because especially the Love Island USA this year was amazing.
yeah. I haven't seen.
It was so good.
I love good drama.
Um, Love is Blind is always really interesting too because that one doesn't even have a monetary aspect. That one's actually just for the connections. Like there's no money
Mm,
being made. Um, that one's interesting. Getting married in like 30 days.
that's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I do find alarming though about the more like social political shows is it's like people want to see people deceive each other.
People want to see that.
And it's kind of like, ooh, you want to see people be deceitful. I don't know.
People like that though. I feel like
It is interesting.
people like because like for example people are always like for example with Love is Blind or just like shows like that people are always like oh no like I wouldn't fuck that person over or the opposite they'd be like oh yeah I totally like fuck this person over to win this money or do this or do that but it's like in reality like I feel like that's harder to do like I feel like if you were actually on a reality show and it's like you had to like betray this person to make this money a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that
No, and that's why I was
you
saying
know
I wouldn't be able to cut if I made like a final two with somebody and we really started from the bottom to the top. I wouldn't be able to cut
it'd be
that.
so hard
Even if I knew I was going to lose, I don't think
yeah
I'd be able to do it. I would
and that's why
feel
the
too
people
bad.
when they're like watching the show and they're like, "Yeah, I could do it. I could do it." I'm like, "You're scared.
Some people are soulless though, and some people will do it.
Stay away from
I
me."
will say as a viewer though, I do like seeing people like burn up their alliances.
No, me too.
Like I'm like,
I'm like,
yes,
yes. It's like I don't want to be friends with you, but this is amazing TV.
you're good TV, but I don't want to know you.
Do you think you'd be good on like just a reality show, like for example, like a more of like a slice of life one, where it's just like I don't know, like the Housewives of Beverly Hills or like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, I'm not. It's not that you. There has to be a prize to be won to be entertaining, but like
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel like there's.
It's more motivating.
It's more motivating, but also I don't know. I don't need people seeing every single detail of my life.
Maybe that's a little
I
scary.
think there's like a world counter of how many salads the Kardashians have shaked over the course of
That's really
the show.
funny.
No, they shake the salads.
That's really funny.
What about you? Would you like to do a slice of life reality TV show?
No, I think there needs to be boundaries. Like for example, like if I was on a no, I don't think I could ever accept being on a reality show. It's just like so I don't want people dissecting my relationships like my life. Which actually
That's tough.
are celebrities like because some people say that celebrities are like not entitled to privacy and some people say they are. I think everyone's entitled to their privacy. Um it's just like obviously if you do a certain job there's more chances of people knowing more about you but I don't think that necessarily means that people on the internet deserve to know everything about you.
No, it's also about how you perceive information though. Because I think about like in the early 2000s when you had like A-list Hollywood stars or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you could only see them in a certain way because basically the only way they were accessible to you was in interviews,
Yeah,
talk shows, and they could kind of control
they
their
can control
image
their image
and
for
how much you knew
sure.
about them. But now like with social media, everything is super duper accessible to where you can almost know the nitty gritty of everybody's
Mm-hmm.
single move. And I think that it's almost it's borderline like parasocial. People feel like they know celebrities as if they know their friends.
Because I brought this up specifically
Mm.
because Mr. Army Hammer in the headlines again. Um, a tweet from Popbase. Army Hammer says he kind of likes the allegations of him being a cannibal. It's wild, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the cannibal stuff now. The accusations are the things that make so much noise. But
That's strange.
the thing is, because he had the screenshots, the infamous screenshots of the oh my god, that just made me so you know what? Thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling when it beats. I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. That's so scary to admit. I've never admitted that before. I've cut out the heart of a living animal before and eaten it while still warm. So here's the thing. If someone's
Oh my
being
god.
freaky, If someone's being freaky deaky like that, and that's beyond freaky deaky. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I don't even, because that's not like, ooh, I wanna grab on your butt. I wanna, like, I don't know, just like normal,
More
just
mundane,
yeah,
chill, yeah.
little freaky deaky stuff that I don't want to say on YouTube. That's like, okay, if that gets leaked, people text that to each other. Everybody knows that people text that to each other.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
very normal.
When it's like this, it's like, are you still entitled to your privacy if you say something like this?
And there's a reason those went viral. Those went viral in, what was it?
A while ago.
A couple years.
It's been
couple
years.
years ago.
It's been years.
Because it's just so wild.
It's just so bizarre. That's the thing.
It's unsettling.
Because it's like, I
It's
think
unsettling.
everyone's entitled to their privacy of who they sleep with, you know, as long as everything's consensual and everyone's of age and, you know, whatever, like, that's your privacy, you know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with me, that doesn't affect my life, whatever. When it's like so crazy to the point it's like, oh yeah, I'm 100% a cannibal, I never needed to know that about you.
No.
You know, like,
But then it's happening behind closed doors. Like, that's what's so alarming. It's like, is it
but
better
the
not to
thing
know or
is,
to know?
he keeps bringing it up in interviews. Have you noticed?
I find that very bizarre. I feel like most people would have been like really embarrassed, but maybe there's no shame in his game.
He went on like Pierce Morgan again recently.
And was still talking about it?
He was still talking about it. I'm like, does he not have like PR people to be like, get over this? Like,
No, but
I feel like
isn't he like mega fame though?
Well, yeah, and he also comes from Arm and Hammer.
Oh, okay. Like, PR team or not, he can't be controlled.
But he's like, his family's like ultra uber old money rich.
Okay.
So like, I don't think he necessarily needs acting. I don't think he necessarily needs to be in the limelight to, you know, have money.
Mhm.
But like, I don't understand why he keeps talking about it. Like, I feel like anytime like a male celebrity gets into shit, they have like a few options. They either make a podcast, they write a book, or they take time to go to therapy, recover, come back, they do a bunch of interviews about how they've changed and blah blah blah, whatever. Or I don't know, I feel like maybe if you release like, I don't know, a whiskey brand or a fragrance, it's like, bro, we get it. You like eating people. Shut up. We don't need to, we know that you like pretending to eat people's hearts. Enough.
You can't unsee it. Like, that's one of those things. It's like I will associate that with him forever. Like those tweets.
What would you do if you were his PR person?
Quit.
That's the correct answer. But
What would you do?
What would I do?
Brand control, honestly, you know, I feel like he would have to try and then either be in a film, maybe about cannibals. See, something to
Lean into it?
I guess. Well, that's a PR nightmare. Like, what would you do?
I think it's been years, and people forget about this stuff. Like, to be honest, I forgot until he himself brought it up again in an interview a couple months ago, and then now when I saw this tweet again. So,
Yeah,
like,
same.
He's the one bringing it up. Like, he either needs to, like, I don't know. I think, like, if I was his PR person, I'd be like, okay, first, for this, and this was been years ago when it first dropped, I would have been like, okay, this is my privacy, it's my life, we were role playing, whatever. It's none of the public's business.
Diffuse the situation.
Be like, it's just heat of the moment. It's stupid stuff. Like, it's my privacy. I'm with my own partner saying stuff. You know what I mean? No one needs to know. Then I would have pulled back 6 months. Then drop him on like something very wholesome. It needs to be something very wholesome.
Ooh.
Like, it needs to be pictures of him baking bread. You know, it needs to be like him in the mountains hiking.
Very like domestic.
Very domestic.
Okay.
Very, very, very calm. Maybe somewhere by the sea. You know, go to Scotland, chill a little, have a pint, calm down.
Scenery
you know
stuff.
What I mean? Yeah.
Love.
Kind of forget about it. Maybe after that, release a book. Talk about your childhood. Go on a podcast. Go on the John Bernthal podcast.
Seem friendly.
Yeah, seem friendly. Just be
approachable,
like, you know,
normal.
I had so much stuff in my childhood, and it makes me express myself weird, blah blah blah. But like, don't actually say what you did. Just say stuff like that. Keep it vague.
Our approaches are so different.
Keep it vague. Keep it vague. Then, you know, try to do a wholesome little magazine. I don't know, a little magazine cover. Remind people that, how tall is he? He's like huge.
He's big.
Yeah, just remind people that you're still I don't really find him that attractive, but you remind people that you're a conventional hunk. You know what I mean? There you go.
Remind people why they fell in love with you in the first place.
And exactly. Lean into that.
Lean into that.
Stop bringing it up. Please. I will literally take over his PR.
No, but
I will do it.
You're dressed the part.
I'm offering my services as someone who has no PR experience. If you need them, I'm here for you.
If he randomly ends up in Scotland in like a couple weeks, I'm gonna know they said the pod.
I know for 1000% they saw this. And
And
I want my money.
And I know the viewers saw this pod too.
However, there will be evidence. So,
Clock it.
he is a PR nightmare. Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'm twiddling my mustache.
I'm thinking.
You know who's not a PR nightmare?
Who?
Us.
Not at all.
Ernesto?
He agrees.
Yep. Gotham City.
Gotham City. Another day.
Another dollar. There you go. And that's the Pretenders podcast.
Happy weenie.
Happy weenie.